Hello everyone. Despite their apparently unlimited well of information regarding anomalous objects and phenomena, some knowledge still escapes the grasp of the SCP Foundation. Today, the UC has managed to obtain brief but unsettling records of a microscopic entity whose disease vectors are unusual, but not as bizarre as its effects. Item number SCP-3400. Object Class Gather. Special Containment Procedures. A division of Mobile Task Force Gamma-6 is to monitor the population of Amura's whales, Balenoptera amurae, and all specimens found to expel SCP-3400 are to be terminated on site. Any SCP-3400 expelled is to be collected and incinerated. Approximately 5 liters of SCP-3400 is kept on site for experimental purposes. All personnel interacting with SCP-3400 must wear liquid-proof gloves and avoid direct skin contact with the substance at all times. Human subject testing is prohibited for the foreseeable future. Any individuals found to have made direct skin contact with SCP-3400 are to be apprehended, examined to determine the severity of the infection, and then given amnestics. Upon release, subjects are to be informed that they possess an as of yet unknown rare brain condition. Subjects found to be severely infected by SCP-3400 are to be humanely terminated. Description: SCP-3400 is an anomalous substance expelled through the blowhole of approximately 54.3% of wild Amura's whales, Balenoptera amurae, within the Indian Ocean. The substance is highly luminous, light blue, and has a consistency similar to that of vegetable oils. The substance floats on water and has not been found outside the Indian Ocean. When an individual makes direct skin contact with SCP-3400, instances of SCP-3400-1 are transferred. SCP-3400-1 instances are conscious entities which can only materialize within the mind of an individual exposed to SCP-3400. They materialize as Rorquals, with 2 large dorsal fins, and only materialize in groups. SCP-3400-1 instances can freely move around within the consciousness and memories of an infected individual. In severe cases, SCP-3400-1 instances can be apparently hallucinated within the sight of an infected subject. The subject will only realize they have been infected the next time they enter the REM sleep state. The subject will experience a dream involving the body, and from that point forward, the SCP-3400-1 instances will have virtually full access to the mind of the individual. The bond will begin to insert itself into the subject's memories and take up a large portion of the individual's thoughts. It is possible for an infected individual to live a relatively normal life after exposure, but in severe cases, SCP-3400-1 instances will occupy most or all of the thoughts and memories of the individual, preventing normal activity. Addendum: on 1990, a yacht pulled into a harbor near Perth, Australia. All of the inhabitants, who were still alive, were found to have been exposed to SCP-3400, in some individuals with high severity. The following is a journal found at the vessel belonging to Isaac, 24 years old at the time of infection. 1990.
Quiet on the lines today. Nothing really that interesting except a small dolphinfish. Not big enough to be eaten, so we just threw it back. We complained, of course. It was dark out, and Ethan called us to the deck. There was this patch of flowing stuff on the water passing by our boat. He reached down and touched it. Said it felt like slime. We all ended up running our hands through the stuff before our boat moved past. It was quite satisfying in my hands. We went to bed not long after that.
1990.
Had kind of a freaky dream last night. I was on some kind of floating island, and there was this whale group floating around. They looked like normal whales, but they had 2 fins. The guy said they had a dream with the same whales. Must have been a shared dream or something. Got a pretty big grouper after a massive tussle with the team, which was a pretty nice constructor yesterday. We can't stop thinking about the dream though.
1990.
I wasn't thinking of the dream today. The whales from it linger in my mind though. Just a flicker of the fins, or the mouth in the back of my mind. It was another quiet day for fishing, but we got haunted by ghouls all day. It was really annoying. We got really pissed. As I'm writing this, I can see the whales in the back of my mind. I don't like it.
1990.
I'm not sure why, but the whales from my dream have been on my mind all day. I can't stop thinking about them. It's really starting to get on my nerves. It was hard to concentrate on fishing, so I caught nothing. We got virtually no catches today on the whole. Everybody really seemed out of it. Lucky we have enough food already, so we don't really need to catch anymore. They have two fins. It's strange. I think I remember them, too. Just a flicker of memory. Of them in a lake when I was young.
1990.
Could barely get up to write this today, so I pulled it into the bed. The whales are all I can think about apart from the need to eat and shit. Rick has gone. He's not in his bed. Will seems spiritually normal. He told us Rick went missing. I remember the whales so many times. They were outside the window when my dad died. They were in the sea the time I nearly drowned. They were in the sea. In the sea when we touched the glowing.
No date written.
All I can remember are whales. Two fins. In the sky. My first day of school. When I caught the grouper, they were in the sea. This entire trip, I remember they've been everywhere. They were here when I was writing this journal. I remember seeing them a few seconds ago.
No date written.
They're here right now in the room, flying. The two fins scraping the ceiling. They're floating over him across the room. Not good. Active man gone. The two fins.
Isaac was humanly terminated shortly after the discovery. And law. Even when we are now aware of the spread vehicles and the symptoms caused by SCP-3400, its origins and goals remain as mysterious as the methods it uses to inhabit the mind of its victims. Could this anomalous disease have risen as a new defense mechanism for certain cetacean species? Did evolution give an unexpected turn towards the development of a symbiotic relationship between whales and an unknown microorganism? What if it is the product of a mysterious group with inhumane purposes? Preserving normalcy requires concealment in most cases, yes, but in others, the lack of education and the hermetic methods of the Foundation achieve nothing but leaving us wide open to the true sources of anomaly. Their obsession to secure and protect these kind of anomalies is very clear, especially when they could easily exterminate them. How many human lives have to be sacrificed for the maniacs of the SCP Foundation to start worrying for the protection of humanity? We have to keep exposing their failures, working continuously to put an end to these menaces, in hope that our proactivity can overcome our lack of knowledge. I am bioluminescent. We are the GOC, and you have been informed.